Hello and welcome to today's experiment. This particular morning I would like to try out an experiment. Chris Williamson proposed this in order to see how bad sugar actually is. Wake up, don't eat anything, and then eat some sugary food and see how it affects your body. So what I'm going to do is now to meditate for 30 minutes. Afterwards I will eat these cookies and drink this Coke and continue my meditation for 30 minutes, maybe 1 hour, to see and feel how the sugar actually affects my body. The Coke plus the cookies are 116 grams of sugar in total. Right, good. I propose we can start and see how it goes. I don't know if it's because of the taste of sugar or if it already got into my bloodstream, but I already feel kind of worse than before. Done. Sitting is harder and I can feel a very light, very light pressure in my head. Tiny headache. Dizziness. Slightly dizzy. I definitely feel nauseous as well. It's hard for me to sit up straight, which was not the case before, which is weird. And I feel more shaky. Stronger headache, but it now went away. It was very short, but strong. Furthermore, I can feel anxiety in my chest region. It wasn't there before. Review. The summary. I definitely felt bad, worse than without eating the stuff, but it was not as bad as expected. Now at the end I almost fell asleep and I felt shaky. I had tics, I'd say, like someone with Tourette syndrome, but yeah, like tics, and I felt like my muscle start move on my hand, which was strange, and I normally have this only in special circumstances. Now overall I'm fine. I thought it would be worse. The nausea was mild, partly it was stronger, but then overall, like now, it's like completely gone, almost, I'd say. But I do feel different than before and like a little bit anxious, but at the same time not really bad anxious, not a lot, just a little bit. Yeah, so what now? Will this stop me from eating any candies and any sugar in the past? I was hoping for this effect. I was hoping to, I don't know, feel really bad, maybe even vomit, but I didn't. So I do think that I have a little bit more of a feeling how sugar affects my body, but it didn't have the expected result. My plan is to continue, live my life as I used to, and I think around 7 days later I will watch myself how my cravings for sugar will be, because normally I do eat cookies and drink a Coke or some soda, and I will now have a look if the cravings are going to be still at the same level or maybe a little bit less, hopefully a little bit less, because now I got a better understanding and a deeper intrinsic knowledge of how sugar affects my body. Update, I bet my concentration is down because I feel unwell. It's hard and it's not something I would do again. Now after I got up, started to move a little bit around, I definitely started worse, more shaky, more nausea, and it's hard, definitely harder to focus now than it was before. Yeah, and it's like this, I'm a little bit nervous and I don't even know why. It's just there. I don't feel well, it's unpleasant and I wouldn't recommend it, but for the sake of the experiment, it's fine. How sugar affects my body. 2 hours passed and I start to feel normal again. 2 days have passed and here's what I've learned. I now have a much clearer understanding of what too much sugar really feels like. I had this unpleasant feeling before of overconsumption, but I never knew it was due to too much sugar. So that's a great learning effect from the experiment, and I've already experienced, I think yesterday I was eating again ice cream and I ate it a little bit and I already started feeling again this unpleasant feeling, emotion. So I stopped eating and put it back into the refrigerator. That's great. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Until next time, cheers.